Errol Spence does an interview with Brian Custer on The Last Stand, and Brian Custer asks Errol Spence, how do you feel the fact that basically they always have Terrence Bud Crawford at number one as far as pound for pound fighter, and he's always at like number 4, and he has 3 of the belts, and what does he feel about coming into this fight being an underdog? And Errol Spence basically said in a nutshell, he understands it. It's common sense. Once you see everything that he's gone through, like it's no wonder that Terrence Bud Crawford is the favorite. Once again, I take that as shade as Terrence Bud Crawford trying to downplay his accomplishments and his reputation, just like Errol Spence tries to do with his resume, which I don't know why, because you're going to want to build your legacy up off this man. But this is the thing. Errol Spence is blaming it on the fact that he had a car accident is the reason why people are favoring Terrence Bud Crawford. And he knows that's not the case. Whether he had a car accident or not, Terrence Bud Crawford was going to be the favorite, period.
I bet your pops like fish too. You like fish, don't you, Pops?
If you think about it, just based off the simple fact, when Brian Custer told him, well, how do you feel that they have him at pound for pound number 1 and you're at number 4 and you have 3 of the belts? It's telling you that the world views Terrence Bud Crawford as a better fighter than Errol Spence. It has nothing to do with the fact that Errol Spence has flipped his car or been drinking. That plays a role into it. Of course it does. But at the same time, you have to understand, we're at the point now where people can no longer hide behind time and what they say, because the fight is literally right around the corner. So now people's real feelings about stuff, it's coming out. Bud was always the favorite. Bud was always viewed as the favorite. You go talk to any ex-boxing legend, they all pick Bud. Any boxing aficionado, they all pick Bud, unless you're just a Spence fan and you're in Dallas and you like Texas and all that other stuff. I understand it. I get it. But other than that, there's too many people who has favored and sided with Bud for Errol Spence to sit up there and say the reason why Terrence Bud Crawford is favored in this fight is because of his reckless lifestyle and what he did outside of boxing. No, because once again, that's trying to take away from Terrence Bud Crawford. Whether you got into that accident or not, Terrence Bud Crawford's still going to be the favorite. For the same reason you got 3 of the belts. And you've never been pound for pound higher than Terrence Bud Crawford on anybody's pound for pound list who doesn't favor you and is not a fanboy. But any true boxing outlet or whatever and whatnot, same thing. They all pick Terrence Bud Crawford because they all believe he's a superior fighter. It's not that believe, we know he's a superior fighter. We know he has more tools. We know he can do more than you. We know that he's the stronger fighter. We know he lives the fighter's lifestyle. Everything about Bud is gold. So the fact that he, trying to live that Dallas nightlife with the rappers and all that other stuff and try to say that's the reason. No, that's not the reason. He would be favored either way. For the same reason, you guys avoided him this entire time. For the same reason they wanted to keep avoiding him. But, Errol Spence had to make some other moves and get some other management to get the fight done. For the same reason. That shows what side didn't want what and who didn't want what. Terrence Bud Crawford ain't never said he playing with no chickens. He ain't never said nobody was across the street. He ain't never say you ain't nobody. You need to bow down to me and take this chump change, this chicken scratcher. None of that attitude, diva stuff, none of that. The only thing that came out of Terrence Bud Crawford's mouth was let's fight. Period. And it's a reason why you talked about go get a belt, cross the street, ESPN, and He talking about you can't be the big fish and you can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. The proof is in the pudding. But to say it's because of the accident, no, that's not it. It'll be that either way. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.